So I remember a lot of like the hype around like stablecoin rails, payment rails, bridge XYZ acquisition is that a lot of folks were saying like it's the perfect combo for agents, right? It's like you want
Yep.
to like allow agents loads of integrations, and it's going to be easier with like Web3 tech to give agents a
Yeah.
wide access to a shit ton of protocols. Have you, like as a founder now who's building a ton of agents, do you agree with that? Do you think like indeed like for a lot of stuff doing the Web3 integration is like easier, we're doing it faster, or is actually like Web3 tech maybe harder to integrate?
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, obviously, if you needed just like a pure payment, you wanted to hook up like a Stripe checkout API, relatively simple. But if it gets complex and you're doing more sophisticated trades, yeah, there is some logic that needs to be put in. But I think in the end of the day, I mean, obviously, we see this huge wave of stablecoin momentum coming across, large banks all the way through DeFi. I think it's very clear that stablecoins are going to be the backbone of value transfer for the next generation of the internet. And so for us to have a pretty much like a base layer in a rail that allows agents to transact is 100% table stakes. Like that has to be there. And that's something we're excited about. We're starting to talk to a lot of the stablecoin teams directly and exploring what that looks like. Yeah, right now, like, is the tech 100% perfect? No, but is a lot of it there to start enabling really interesting use cases? 100%. And I think it's only going to get better. And I think this influx of value and momentum coming in from the banks is going to accelerate a lot of things. Obviously, a lot of new stablecoin projects coming out. I think that's the hard part right now is like, which ones are going to withstand the test of time. I mean, obviously, we have the circles and tethers of the world, but there's a lot more coming online and getting significant funding. So it's going to be really interesting to see that space take shape. But I think that's going to be a critical backbone for a lot of agent value transfer.
So then I guess the only thing we really need to solve for is like, how do I indeed give the agent access to like my private keys and doing that in a secure way, right? Like, and of course, like, look at you, Remy, like you might correct me on my like coding knowledge around AI architectures, but I guess you could have like your own MCP server locally that like
Correct.
access your wallet and calls into that. But I'm assuming with Flora, like the whole advantage is like I might set up triggers and my own computer might be offline, right? And you
Right.
guys on cloud architecture, whatever, will execute the agents and trigger these types of flows. So then I guess it becomes a little bit more difficult. Like, how do I ensure the agents can do certain payments, but at the same time ties into privacy, right? And ensure that I don't give my wallet info to OpenAI.
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, there's a lot of variables to take into consideration when you start thinking about the different either models people can run either locally or through the cloud or through different compute layers. So yeah, we'll be iterating a lot to see which kind of architecture makes the most sense for a lot of this stuff.